Okay, good afternoon, all. This is Fari Hemzi. Let me slow down one item back here because it's triggering. Okay, we're in earnings season. This stuff gets triggered. We have a software that looks at block trade of major stocks. Obviously, small names doesn't mean anything. Nasdaq, the small Nasdaq, or Russell 2000 hardly mean anything. But the big names, the FANG, the financials, also some of the futures and ETFs, like crude, gold, copper, they trigger, and if it goes on block, you see it. Is it the block buying, block selling? Very important when you're looking for a certain timeline. Let's say 3:30. On the futures, 3:30 is a big time, half an hour before your U.S. close, and it goes nuts. Uh, Hold on. It's not Cowboys. No, not Cowboys steaks. Hi, Des. Gary, that's no. Tomahawk. Tomahawk. And it needs no marination. Oh, no. Tomahawk is probably the best, thickest, what do you call you can get. It's actually just a ribeye, but they dress it up. They find the right bone. Yeah, they trim it. It looks like a tomahawk. Yeah. $60 a pound. So, but everyone can afford it. That's the problem. I can't. He can't. So far, we have two in the freezer. He bought both of them. Remember, here's Admiral. This is the thing. Show your dog, Gary, that this is what the Admiral should do. We can do that. Have this one followership, and he takes the proactive market time. He monetizes that to pay the credit cards. He just got awarded this past year. He's got over $100,000 line of credit from Chase Manhattan Bank. You tell me what's wrong with this country. That the dog has a better credit rating than you do. That's the case true. I don't have 100,000 line of credit. He does. So unbelievable. And a tight one he is. Tight one with the money. On average, he's got almost like $300, $400, $500 a month. That's it. That's it. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's from a different tribe. Shall we say that? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get it started here. Couple of real quick ones. We next week is our 25th anniversary. As a matter of fact, let me freeze this for a second. That's something I need to check. I will send the reminder out later, but we did send one out on Monday. So let me go there for a second. I need to check something. I want to make sure I was the. Yes. Now, yeah, this is the email. This is the email I'm talking about. This one. I want to make sure it said 98, not 88. 98, yeah. 20, October 26th, which is Charlie Aubon. That's the birthday of the Shah. That had nothing to do with his birthday. It just happened on that day. And I had a very, very hot date that night. And we actually went out for our first date. I turned out to be together for 4 years. She was my soulmate. I lost her to cancer, unfortunately. But on that night, afternoon, I started writing a code. I was in LA. Market closed out 1. I started writing a few pages of basic Visual Basic code to do a put call ratio dollar weighted. Rest is history. I mean, we've grown through earnings since then. No investor. I borrowed a little bit along the way to finish the infrastructure. But yeah, this went out. Basically, we're giving a deep discount for 3 of our most expensive packages. Okay. Some people have already signed up. Now, you get 2 months free, 2 months at 25% off if you sign up before Monday, before Sunday night. Next week, which is the week of the 25th anniversary, will be 1 month. So you have more incentives to join now at 25%. Yeah. And there's again 3 of our most. It's not on the website, it's on the email. If you haven't got that email because you just came to this meeting, more than happy to send us a note. There's a contact us, and it should be admin at Hamzy Analytics. You click on that, and I believe that's what it is. Let me see. Yeah, should be admin on Hamzy Analytics shows up. Yeah, well, that's going to Gmail, but that's going. It's going. It should go. If you have your thing open, your I think your it's at if you have your email open, you just go through that, and we'll send you the email. Okay. We've also put it on Twitter too. That's 1. 2. We're about to release an extra extra addition to our Happy Expert package. It's called DMZ Plus. It went into testing today. And it won't be ready until next week, but I've learned with technology, you got to pre-announce that so people get a feel for it. Third, we're still long with PMT. We're going to get into that a little bit more, but we did close our position on Monday morning because of a little bit early, as much early, but after Thursday and Friday afternoon when the bond auction went bad, that was a problem. We'll talk about that here. Let's see if I can bring a chart up. Excuse me. 3IB. Is this? Where's my 3IB? There we go. All right. So let me bring the screen over. You could see what I was talking about. As you know, you can have multiple screens. That's the beauty of TradeStation. Okay, go there, and let's go to 15 minutes. So make it a little simple. Okay, this was the bond auction that went bad. That's Thursday. Of course, then because of the problems in overseas, who was going to stay long after bonds went nuts like that? If you go to the treasuries, you'll see the damage. Treasury damage was huge. This is this was the bar. Yeah, this was today's Wednesday. Yeah, this was last Thursday. Changed the whole ball game. Boom, boom. Look where we are. These are ratcheting up. So it's the bonds, man. It's the bonds. You always remember the smartest trader in the room is your bonds and notes guys. Why? The math that's involved, and 20 times the size of a stock market, and the all the kinds of derivatives you have from bonds, the strips and all that. So we really got to understand your duration and all that. There's heavy duty math. It's a cure for insomnia. A good bond book, yeah. If it's not, then you got the wrong bond book. Wrong bond book. Okay, so I like Fabosi. Fabosi is good work. Okay, so what else do we have? So we're still long with Time and Digest. Obviously, the hit today was not good. We're still slightly positive. Now we got to really think seriously because now we have failures at 50 bars. So probably glad that we didn't jump on the long side again on Monday. It would have been only good, actually good nowhere other than theta. We're not going anywhere. One long, two longs, about the same size. That's not adding X minus S. It's not adding to the direction of the option. It's actually burning theta. So we're okay. And then, of course, this one, we have to reevaluate. Most likely, we just step back. Yeah. I'm not convinced I want to short. It's earnings season. That's the problem. In the meantime, we rallied when the bonds went up. That tells you that there's a lot of other factors in mind. But again, we go back to what we said earlier. The market is strong. There's a bit to this market. You could see the inflation is at margin has gone up, and people kind of ignored it. This was different. The bond future that went nuts was very different because of we had a bad bad auction. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to report to? No. As always, this is being recorded, and we will be we post it here as always YouTube channel. Okay. After a little bit right after this is done. Usually it's about half an hour or so. Let's go to the economic calendar. Okay. All right. Today, I'm sorry. Today we had housing permits and mortgage apps. So let's go over that. You could see we on the starts we came a little bit below. Remember, this was consensus. Last one was also revised down. This is consensus. We came slightly below that. And on the permits, also written down a tad, revised lower. Remember, these time series are very noisy. You really have to look at revisions, just like a non-farm payroll. 145 was today for consensus. Mills, we came in stronger. So there, maybe people are thinking on permit-wise that we've seen the worst of the interest rates rising. There's a two-way answer to that. One is that I think the Fed is done raising, but they want to stay steady. But I think and part of it is because some of the work is being done by bond vigilantes. They're just not lending at the same rates, and you could see it in the price. You could see in the yield. If you go here, you see in the yield what's happening to the yield. Remember, these are yields. So it's exactly 30-year, exactly 10-5, and then this is 91 day. 91 is very flat. And what Fed does usually impacts this. I think they're just going to stay steady. This is the problem. This says that the economy is too strong. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in these levels. So, and the other problem we have is also crowding. The crowding of the market. Why? About a quarter of our national debt, quarter of 33 billion or thereabouts, is coming due in the next year and a half. Now, these were done short term, and even if you were long term, the rates were very low. But the short terms were in 1%, 0.5%. Remember what these things were? Look at a 10-year. Remember? You see what it was? That's 1.5%. Now we're at 5. Okay, this was February 22. So the stuff in 21 and 20 is coming due, but they got to refinance it. And we're also crossed $1 trillion on interest expense for the national budget. These are not going to be easy times. Only the very, very, very well-heeled and financed and good credit will be financed. Otherwise, the rates are going to kill you, and that's going to slow down the economy. It will. So, but this is driven by bond vigilantes. Fed has nothing to do with this. They're not active today. But they won't be actually active until when is the next Fed? Anybody knows? Federal Reserve. Hold on. Monetary policy meeting calendar. Okay. June, November. Yeah. December. Okay. October 31st, November 1st. Okay. So that puts us 2 weeks away. Yes, exactly. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, when this webinar starts, we already know the damage, good or bad. But I think I don't think they're going to touch anything. Yeah, the bond vigilante is doing their work. And now, what do we have tomorrow? Tomorrow there was a 4 month. So actually no. Okay. Beige Book came in today. I didn't read it. I got an email. I got to read it. That's a little bit longer. And then we had a 20 bond auction. Nancy was reporting in the chat room that came in good. Let's see. 25 non-bid to cover. Award 525. Coupon is that? Okay. Yeah, I'm not good at it. But it looks like we had a decent cover there. 2.59. Anyhow. It's been a while since I looked at those. Okay. Am I sizing my positions differently? That's a good question. What you mean for futures? I'm trading a little bit smaller in the morning. What I'm doing is I'm doing a warm up first. So maybe a couple of trades. I'm doing MNQs. Okay, and then as I warm up, I get skin in the game and alert. It depends how much of a sleep I have, how much I slept the night before. I'm usually want to get my 8 hours, but sometimes with Tico I only get 6, so I'm a little groggy. So I want to start a little bit smaller. That's all. I usually try. Best way to do is MNQs to start. Yeah, until you get alert, then you switch. Remember, the movement is 10 to 1, so you really got to be extra careful that when you declare yourself, I'm ready. You know, but that's all. Yeah. Remember, I don't hold anything overnight. Okay, other than SPY options for market timing. The rest of the stuff is index, and index is highly diversified. I made I don't know. I made let's see. I think I made about almost 20-something% today. A smaller account, but I spent my time there, and it was good. It was good. Yeah. So, but no, I really don't. I don't think. If I recap it, I don't think I did anything unusual today. Just smaller warm up trade, and then once I get comfortable, go. And also try to trade a couple hours only. Yeah, I was in and out several times. I was watching the vote in Washington, and it was I couldn't find a new what do you call it session episode of Seinfeld, so I turned on the Congress. It's a show about nothing. Yeah, exactly. So I watched that a little bit, laughed a little bit, then came back in. Then I lost a little bit of money, and then I got the last write up. I got the write up. So I was good on the short too, but I stayed on my short a little bit longer. So, that's hold on. How do we do that? There we go. Is this half an hour? Yes. Okay. So what happened here was this part I got trapped a little bit this side. No, that's probably not good. Hold on. Let's go to 15 minutes here. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah. Early this part. I'm saying this part I was good. Okay. I've trained in the morning first and finished. Didn't touch it. I was good. Then I got caught at the very end a little bit. And look at this bar it was. And so I covered. But then it flipped on me and I delayed a little bit in my reversing. And then I added size and it went boom. So, but I would say this, I would admit this to you. I'm not comfy trading any size on NQs now. Why? It's very, very hard on you. The hits are big, yeah. So just don't have it. Listen, look at 82s, 79, and so forth. So we'll see. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to talk about the calendar first? Hold on. Oh, we haven't talked tomorrow. Hold on. Yeah, we haven't talked forward. Okay. So that's what we had on housing. Biggest report today was that. Tomorrow is going to be housing, existing homes. Living in Canada is okay, but these are little really laggards. We kind of sense it, but we want to look at this. And Philly Fed, of course, and jobless claim is not what it used to be. So annual rate 4.4, consensus 29, so they're expecting lower. Okay. Let's see how this thing comes. Yeah. I'll tell you something. Down here in the Naples area, I don't see that many for sale signs. So yeah, it's just not hard as it used to be. I see a lot of my friends, the trading friends from Chicago, with their wives working in real estate. I see this. They see them skiing in Colorado. Not now, but I don't know what. I mean, I don't. I mean, they're not skiing. I should say they're vacationing in Colorado. There were a couple of seasons of ski. I forgot where they got it from. Different group, but what do you call it? They're relaxing. They're not here. There's nothing to do here. That's why. They might as well take the kids and have some free time. Anyhow, Philly Fed tomorrow. Important for Mid Atlantic. 13.5, -7. Okay. Oh, these are negatives. Holy macro. Jesus. Oh my God. So this could be a problem too. Right. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. And Friday, of course, we have the double witching uh, 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 expiration. And I guess it is double witching. It's not triple. Triple witching is the end of a quarter. We don't have single stock futures anymore. So it's not triple and quad. It's double and triple. So tomorrow's Friday is going to be double witching. That's why there's very little on the calendar. Who cares about Baker Hughes? We just look at the crude oil prices. So watch for existing home sales tomorrow at 10. And then at the pre-open is Fidelity. I'm saying Philly Fed. Now, tomorrow I'm being interviewed by Benzinga, by their pre-market group. These characters, Joel and Dennis. Mitch must be their, I think, their producer. And Joel called me and he said, "Faye, we need a little bit of your perspective." I said, "What? You need my perspective?" He goes, "Well, weren't you? I mean, you're from Iran. You understand Middle East and all that." I said, "Well, let me give you a caveat. My dad was involved on the Israeli side, both in '67 and '73. Of course, '67 he was on the ground. '73 he was in Washington. He was a diplomat, and he managed to get oil to Haifa quickly. And of course, Kissinger said, okay, you can raise the price. And that's how OPEC got its teeth. So Dad and I have some difference of opinion about oil prices. Yeah. But he says, hey, I want to buy those F-14s for Iran. I don't care where I get the money. I got to do it. And he did. I probably saved the country. Yeah. So this is Tico. Yeah, that's mine. So Yeah, yeah. He's according to the Facebook people I mean contacted some of their buddies. In Facebook, they tell me that the F-14s helped save Iran from the attacks of Saddam as by acting as a AWACS. So yeah, actually, the black boxes were repaired by Israelis at Haifa IEI, and that went there several times, taking parts there and swapping them so that we could get really good equipment. And unknown to anybody, even U.S. didn't know. These were F-14 black boxes. Israel helped us. But for that, the mullahs, like 4 years later, cut him a death warrant. Yeah. Nice people, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's go to our charts. 200 bar held. We're having a problem in 50. I think this is short term because of earnings. We'll see. But we're news driven. Of course, what's adding to all of this is craziness in Washington, uh, war in the Middle East, and war in Ukraine. Oil has gone up, so there's a lot on our plate. So you want to be a little bit extra careful. All right. I would watch my bet size. Yeah. Until this goes away. I think none of them will go very fast. Both this Gaza issue and Ukraine issue, we're going to be in there for a while. So the market needs to get numb about it. We probably will. But it could be some damage along the way too. But I think from the bonds, that tells me the economy is strong. So if we lose something on bad news, it's just a matter of time we go back to what's called scene of the crime and recover. So we shall see how that works out. That's not my term. That's from FT71. Morad Askar, yeah. So anyhow, we're pulling down a little bit on. I guess today was big, much bigger than we thought. Yeah. How did Dow do? Hold on. Wow, 322. So must have some Dow components that were good from earnings because this should have been 500. Usually, you got a 10-to-1 ratio between S&Ps and Dow. So we basically overdid it here. It could be some names. I don't know. We have to take a look. Maybe Netflix was an issue. A little bit Google. Microsoft was okay. I look at FANGs every once in a while in it by charts. So we'll see. We were just beginning pull up. We're still a positive on the CIDFs. We're just beginning to pull up, but it is what it is. That's where we are. I thought we combined these two. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Equal weighted. This is just pure raw equal weighted of the 500 names and 100 names. 500 in S&P, 100 in Nasdaq, 100, and you could see an equal weighted. That means when the big caps are not in charge, you got a cross there. That's a dead cross. But that is not good. I suspect a shorter fall, and then really it becomes a key area. Look, that's the lows for 6 months. So we probably, before we head back up, we're going to test that. Most likely, it would be smart for us to go sideways. But close it tonight or close tomorrow with time to digest and step back. I'm just hoping tomorrow's not going to be another bloodbath, but we don't know. Okay, the trenders. Again, we're between 50 and 200. One is positive, one is negative. That makes sense. This is both negative. Okay, both negative, one negative. Okay, so we're getting set up for a bounce. Yeah, yeah. But it's early. Hold on, let me tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 2 and 6. 2 up on a or 6 and 2, whatever you want to call it. 6 is the no, I'm saying it's total. It doesn't matter. We're 2 up and 6 down. Usually we're getting close to the bottom here. Yeah. When you get to all 8 negative. And maybe a day or two in that mode and it bounces. So what does it take for us to get negative? This could get negative. This got a little bit to go. This is 8% higher. So that's normalized. So that's 8%. Yeah, this distance is about 8%. Does that make sense? No, hold on. 14,000. Hold on. Let me see. 14,900. Let's say 15,000. Hold on. 15,000 times 0.08 is 1,200. Yeah, exactly. It's got 1,200 drop. So that's 8%. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Yeah. Remember, it's from the price to the moving average. It's not between the 50 and the 200 moving averages. So this is negative, obviously, because we're below 50 bar, but this is 8% above. You don't have to get to all 8 negative to bounce, but we're close. We have sold. Yeah, we have sold enough. Okay, here's another way. VIX, again, we do not have a signal level on VIX yet. We start seeing at 2. 2 is not an event. We're going to see 3 or 4. So maybe we should just go flat tonight. Sit it out 2 or 3 days and then we look back. But I think it's a little bumpy ahead next few days. Now, too many people are saying that too. That's the other problem. When too many people are on the same side, I like to take the other side, but we'll see. I'll make a decision today. I will. Part of the input is what happens at 6. Let's see how the 6 opens. We just closed. It's 5:05. Hold on. I mean, this is from the back of another machine. Let go to that. Okay. All right. So this also tells me we have a low nearby. Very high reading there. We talked about that, and that puts us here, right? So it basically said that the low is near. Yes, a couple of days later we did, but obviously the market changes his mind. Probably market is blonde, changes his mind every second, or her mind every second. Much like Tico, he's blonde too. These are very low. If we remember, this high reflected to this drop. This high has not happened. This low hasn't happened. This is a peak in the lows. This is a peak in the highs. So it hasn't happened yet. So now we're at 2.4. It's been wild. This is SP. This is Momo. SP1 is at 1 sigma, but there's no signal here. They're equal. There is no. This is noise. There's no clear signal here on this part. Oh, by the way, we probably missed discussing this last time. This was a sell, or at least we went into a sell. Oh, I'm sorry, went to a sell on Friday. Is that right? Yeah, we went to sell on Friday. So we're short. This doesn't happen often, by the way. Oh boy, hold on. That's a good point. Hold on. Excuse me. So we're on sell on a weekly and a buy on a daily. So a little bit noisy. I understand that. But this doesn't happen often. It has in the past made a mistake, but usually, no, it doesn't. Look at that sell. Look at this sell was bad, okay? But it went back to a buy and held on. Now this is a sell, we'll see. We'll see how this works out. This was an excellent sell from the top. The weeklies are less noisy, okay? The dailies, oh yeah, there's noise there, back and forth. It's a tug of war, so keep that in mind. SQ, okay, this already pricing in a little bit drop we had. We went to plus 2 sigma here in that area. Actually got some life in it. Prior to that was really near the center line. This is a 130 center line because of the 110 to 170 range, actual range. Over the life of SQ since the 2008 2009 came out is this level about 130. So we were slightly above it. We're at the signal level +1. Again, no signal, something to watch. But I wish this was a little bit higher. That would give us a better feel. Could this be 2018? Yes, it's possible. We had chaos in Washington, a bunch of idiots running the show, and they were trying a shutdown. Right now, we're not trying a shutdown, but there's nobody in charge. So, yeah. So we shall see. That could be an event. this could be setting up itself for that. That would be probably November 15th. They may play another game, but I think most likely they won't because it's just too embarrassing. We can't get our act together. We're a bunch of idiots. I swear. Probably we borrowed too much. But also, so we may have a problem around Thanksgiving. So, which is about 5 weeks from now. So that would make sense calendar-wise. Okay. So if you have any Bow Wow stocks, get rid of them now. And don't ask questions. Shoot first. Court martial later. Why? Look at what's happening with the treasuries. Okay. The bond vigilantes are coming in saying, hey, there's just too much risk. Give me a little bit more money. Now you would think with the Gaza issue, there would be a flight to security. Hold on. Where's the flight to when the dollar itself is in trouble? Okay. Remember, high interest rates means high dollar value. So the foreigners will invest here for security, for safety. They'll come here to put it here, but they're not going to put it in a bank account because of size. They want treasuries as a because of backing from U.S. Never technically it will never default. Technically, yeah, we came close to it last. In Q2, but saying that is that by raising these prices, you would think that I'm saying by yield rising means that some people are probably selling bonds or not buying it. Why would they people not buying our bonds when we have a security issue overseas? Where's the flight to security? Okay, so that's another problem we have to deal with. Are people getting more lukewarm on the dollar long term? Because we keep on borrowing. Everybody comes in, I'm going to balance the budget. From a couple of weeks to a couple of years or 10 years, all of this BS. We can't. For us to balance the budget, if you've done the math, GDP should run like 7 to 8 to 9%. We're not Chinese. We're never going to work that hard. We want the baseball, the babes, and the beer. Those guys, we can't do the growth they had. We won't do it. It's a different culture. That's the state capitalism. So if we can't get 8% GDP, we can't pay the debt. This is all a game. We just kicking it down the road. And one day, maybe nobody will show up. And maybe this is what's trying to say that hey guys, you got too much debt and you're too freewheeling and you live like kings and look how we live. So I think some of the flight to the US of capital may be diminished. You're probably seeing some of it from Chinese. I don't necessarily buy it, what I'm reading, because I got to go and research it. Better source would be New York Fed. But I hear at the margin they have shrunk theirs, but they weren't that big anyway. I think in the last few years, they're down to about $1 trillion of the 30. So they're very small, like 3%. I think there are a lot of U.S. owners of the bonds. So, okay, this is Today Action Live. Again, Z23. Now, we have already. Oh, let me check this, guys. These have already settled. You see that settlement? So V's out. Oh, I didn't change that. Sorry, let me change that right now. Otherwise, this chart is no good. So, sorry, I forgot. Listen, we've gone through so much, you have no idea. Yeah, part of it is the growth is the problem. So, gotta get to it. Okay, that's Feb. So we gotta be long. Okay, we gotta be long. Hold on, let me make sure I close my emails. Close my emails. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna keep on giving us prompts. What was this? Is this Oh, this was finished too. Gotcha. All right, no worries. All right, so let me go to this. We're gonna change this for you. Sorry, I'm behind. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can, and we have a lot going on. And if something falls behind, it's by doing stuff like this is when we catch it, we learn it. That needs help. Okay, VXX23. That's November. That this is got to go because it's a 90-day. This is got to go to G24, which is February. So we're long November, short February. Boom, boom. Okay. This is the chart. Okay, good, good. Now, you can see what happened today. The spread between remember we had expression of the V contract, which is October. Actually, I should have changed this on Friday. Smart money moves on Friday on this. You could see a shift in volume. Okay. Now they've reset it because we're going to open shortly. But here, so we're going to be long VXX and then short VXG, which is next February. And that's where we are. Now look what happened. As we start dropping here, this uptick, 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 and it's +1 signal. So that's not good. Okay, are we near a bottom? Not yet. Look at where this was. Look where this was. So we got to pull up. Now, it wasn't lead, so spread was different, okay? But we've got to get near this area. So we got there. It's a little bit lower. I don't know. This, remember, is a new contract. So it's going to be iffy, but I don't think we've seen the low. There's a pressure there. And here's SP2. There you go. SP2. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. It's heading south. Yeah. We gotta get out. Damn. It dropped what? It dropped 58 points today. Okay. Maybe I'll cover it tomorrow. But I just don't like what I see. Now, rendezvous points, we're not getting it. Maybe we get it tomorrow. Who's reporting today? Anything, Nancy? Anybody reporting today? Interesting? Hey, Jack, how are you? Maybe somebody will push us up overnight. I don't know. Hey, Kelly, how are you, sir? Hi, Mohsen, how are you? And of course, hi, Siamak. All right, so I don't know. It's a good call. It's a tough call, yeah. But at least we don't have a trade on. And we made a little bit of money on the last position. I panicked. Friday night, I tried to get out. Nobody got out. Nobody that I know of. But Monday morning, we got a little bit too early, and it was a real rally after that. Now, yesterday was a pure theta. And remember, the problem is once you get to Tuesday, remember, in the expiration week, this was dated 20th. Let's see. Here we go. Let's log in. Let's look at the trade. Okay, you look at this trade. This is October 20th, right? This is the week. So on Monday, you got 4 days to go. So your the time decay is 25%. Okay. And remember, these are spies, so it would be actually end of the day Friday. So no, we had 5 days. So 20% on Monday, 25% yesterday, 33% today. Tomorrow would be 50%. Because that's the expiration. So the theta will kill us. So we took a little profit and we said, okay. Now, later on that day, people feel a little better and wrote to me, hey, more power to you. Our job is to give you alerts because we were not near our targets. If it was near our targets, we let it go to a target. It wasn't the target. Here's the target. Hold on. Here's your target. So you know if you're new with us. But look, there's the targets. Yeah, basic PMT gets that for those who want to trade the cash. Those PMT Pro get the extra option to get a little kicker. Either call spread or put a spread. It is both. Please do not modify it. If you modify it, it's your trade. I'm not in charge. You are. Okay? I had a fellow in Malibu that constantly did that. We finally got rid of him. Too much headache. I'm not here to do custom-made options. Why? Because I'm really busy on the future side. Once you trade futures, this stuff is, a different animal. So you got to be efficient with your time. Okay, let's see. We're on charts now. Let me make sure we're in the charts. Okay. So rendezvous is needed. Probably we could pull up. I don't know. Probably. This tells me most likely not until we retest 25 again. Remember, you want to buy 25s or better, sell 75s or better. This one we just touched it and pulled back. But last 2 days were really theta decay. Today, straight down. So not good. Okay. Larry up and down volume. Did pull back quite a bit near the close, but that's just short covering. Nothing major. Spread-wise, in terms of volume, up and down was 82% negative. Early on, I'm saying yesterday, last 2 days, it's been stayed up there. Today, just dumped. Nasdaq got worse throughout the day. And of course, Russell has just been horrible. I mean, yesterday we couldn't explain this at all. It was just going nuts. And look at that gap down and it further drop. Interest rates. This is the first victims of interest rates. The small caps. Okay, let's go to here. Hold on. Let's see. This is what we talked about last time. Okay, long here on S&P. Interesting. Last signal is long, a little bit high, and took a drawdown so far today. This went long today at the top there. Okay, so it got a signal yesterday. It went to effective today at the open, and we dropped to 6. This is EMD. That's mid caps. Russell 2000 still on a short. Okay, so this one's trouble. This one's trouble. Short is not in trouble, and this one's short today. Hallelujah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so that's interesting. Remember, they're like super indicators. So we don't trade them. We just watch them, see what it's trying to say. What's the message? Here's our what we show in the PMT. You could see what levels it was hitting, and of course we gave up pivot. That's not good. Both the cash did, and so did the SPY. High correlation anyway, but this is for more pricing, and you know you look at the levels. Remember Cosmo Craver? It's all about levels. Now this was a huge issue last Friday. Peter Cook, our moderator, in the GoToMeeting chat room, kept on talking about this. Barry watched it. He was absolutely right. We hit 4 sigma. Okay, it's like a vol. Now, hopefully, we see if we can pull back. But this impacts our S&Ps. He did a webinar on nations. This is the nation page. All these 3 symbols are from nations. Nations, Voldex, SKUDEX, and tail risk. This is like I don't understand these two compared to each other, but this is more of a VIX issue. Can I go and refresh myself? All right. So, oh, by the way, this is also how we get our numbers for you guys. We plot bid-ask midpoints. So we send the order range realistic. We give you last and midpoints. Now, this unfortunately is not. There's no history of this, so it's a live chart. You got to turn it on in the morning and capture it and plot it. There's no history. That means you cannot refresh it. If you do Control R, it comes back to zeros. Yeah. So that's we wrote a routine to do that. So it's a shortcoming of TradeStation, but I can understand why. Cost. You know how many bid asks we get? Yeah. On options, yeah, that's just. I mean, you have option chain, you have the whole setup. So no. All right, so we're good there. Hold on to your questions. Let's go here. Tiger Shark. Okay. Oh, one person had written to me saying, "How do I subscribe to a Tiger Shark?" You can't. It's not a subscription product. It's for money management, and minimum is $500,000. So maybe even more, but right now we're just doing some incubation. But it's for money management. It's not for it's self-directed. So it's for discretionary trading. Yeah, where you park the money. I trade it for a year, and then we split the profits according to a contract, of course. Yeah, and I cannot advertise for it. I don't go out there on the corner and do this. Well, I'm exempt CTA. I'm limited on the number of clients I could have, and that's where it is. Okay. I want to be clear about that. This is recorded. Everybody can hear it. We're good. Okay. 5 years. This is the 50 bar. You could see the lows. We're not there yet, I don't think. Looks like the lows were around 5 or lower. We're at 14. So we probably have a little more push to go downside. Maybe better for us to pull back. This is a good back and forth stuff short term. If I go to regular, let's say 3-year. See what we have. You could see the shake up, yeah, and quite a bit of distance between the moving averages and the big drop down. Is this for today? Yes, this for today. Yeah, big drop down. So maybe in a day or two we'll be cleaned up, and then one day we go back in. One possibility that we could close tonight on PMT. You guys will get an email, of course, or we post it on the thing. We also got to post on the webinar. We're also going to post the execution order on Monday. You need to have that. We'll put that in. Okay, that we said go out. Nancy's been cleaning up the archives here, so we should see some improvements here. Basically, getting rid of the duplicates. There are some duplicates here. She's getting rid of it, and as we promised, there was one more thing we were doing. So 2 things we're doing for you. I want to make sure you're here. We're doing it right. Okay, but we're catching up. We've just been overwhelmed with the new members coming in, questions, so on and so forth. And also on the Tiger Shark, in the middle of syndication, there's a lot of work. So, okay. Don't forget to follow Admiral Tico at Admiral Tico for the charts. He does a lot of charts. What the hell is this? That's an ad. No. So you see the charts he puts on. Not every day and not every chart, but what we think is important for you to know. Again, tomorrow I'll have a webinar at 8:30 a.m. It's like 15 minutes. It's very short, and I think it's a streaming video. So I'll put some cologne on so I smell good. How's that? No charge. What else? That's it. Any questions I could answer? Gary, I did answer that question, right? Is there anything else that's open I need to know? Are we good, guys? Okay, now again, here's, by the way, all of our webinars are posted here. And by the way, let me log out. Boom, I'm logged out. So you could see. You don't need to go past the paywall. Okay, you don't need a password to get in. All of our webinars get posted here, and this one is recurring. Once you do it once, it keeps reminding you. We're good? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll try to do a better job. It's just been busy. That's all. A little bit of a shortfall on our part, but that's because we're a victim of our own success. You know, PMT is all-time high. Orba's done very well. I mean, can't complain. So remember, we were kind of expecting that. Why? Volatility. We can't make money if the market doesn't move. The issue is which way it's going to move, and are we going to be ready and able to ride it? That's all. That's all. Which way is going to move, and are we ready and able? 2 questions. You answer that, you're done. You're good. With that said, good night, everyone. We'll see you in the chat room tomorrow. Thanks.